hours so I can go back to class.
That's cool. Yeah, you should look at some of these buttons we made. You might.
So I grew up in Richmond, Virginia, which is it's central VA. It's a couple hours from the beach, about an hour from the mountains. Kind of a north meets south kind of place. If you were to look at the East Coast, it's pretty much dead center. It's got a little more underground feel, small city, so it doesn't have the same kind of market as LA or New York. This is definitely where the start of my creativity and like the start of like my art career, whatever you want to call it. That's where it all began, you know. That's where I was initially influenced and raised, and it's that environment that led me to where I am today, you know. It was 2012 that I decided that I was going to travel around the country and stop in different cities, and my first stop was Philly, and it had worked out really well because my friend was driving to Philly on the exact day that my lease was running up in Richmond. I took that as a sign like, yeah, I think I should go to Philly, had a free ride. So I got dropped off in Philly in 2013 in the summer with a few paintings and a binder full of art, and I sold all those paintings that first night, and then the rest of my art was gone in 2 weeks. And I figured that if I had done that well here, maybe I should stay for a little bit, and then I just never left. It's similar enough to where I'm from that I don't feel totally out of my element, but different enough, and there's opportunities here that exist that are not where I'm from and that I don't find in other places. The way I interpret it is kind of a more accepting and more like kind of free-range art world. The graffiti culture is a big part of it because where I'm from, there is somewhat of a graffiti culture, but it's limited because of the way the city's set up, the politics, the space. People just don't have the freedom that they have here. There's a lot of range and freedom in Philly that I don't even think exist in New York or LA or some of these other places. I don't know, it's a good like balanced place. Like where I'm from, I felt like it was too slow and not enough people. New York, I feel like it's too many people a little too fast. I also think history plays into the energy here. There's a lot of factors that cause me to stay here and pick Philly as like my base and my location versus other cities, because I travel quite a bit and I've seen a lot of places that I do vibe with, but I like that I get some of the conveniences and some of the high energy and hustle and bustle of like that of like New York or DC, but there's a little less pressure and a little more range and freedom here than I think in DC, especially DC. And comparative to where I'm from, one major factor that kept me here was that there's just so many more people here than where I'm from. So it's a place where you can there's still plenty of room to grow, but you can feel well connected with many people across the city and know what's going on and feel like kind of in sync with the pulse of the city without it just being too much. I don't know, it's a good like balanced place. This is like a happy medium.